Hello, it's Melinda from Scrapbooking and Craft. Just coming on today to do another sketchbook flip. This sketchbook I started probably about 3 or 4 months ago. So all these sketches or pen drawings are done straight in a black jelly roll pen or a black fine liner. I don't do any pencil sketches to start with. A lot of the images I've actually got inspiration from different images I've picked up off the computer. And I'm going to incorporate these into my art journal. I want to incorporate a lot more of these into my art journal this year. A lot of stamps I've been looking at. I love the images and I love the ideas, but I really can't justify $40 for a stamp I may only use once or twice. So I use the stamp or the image off the computer as inspiration to do my own drawings, which I think is really cool. So we've got a funny looking girl here. I want to practice doing more girls this year and learning more how to draw them. This one I'm not particularly happy with, but it's part of the process, and because I don't do any pencil drawings to start with, it sort of forces me to be more think about what I'm going to draw before I draw. So I sort of imagine it in my mind and then I sort of try to put it on paper. So some of them I'm happy with. This one I'm not quite happy with. I didn't like the big black texture that I was using. But I like the glasses, so I may end up photocopying them or cutting them up and using them as parts in my art journal. Did some mushrooms. I love those mushrooms, they're kind of cool. So I've only done on one side because you can see some bleed through on the back of the paper. I only ever draw on one side of this paper. I should have started by telling you what sort of journal this is. This is a visual art journal made by a company in Australia called Micador. It's only about, if any of Australians are wanting a journal like this, it's great for sketching. I wouldn't recommend it for mixed media because it's quite thin paper, but it's quite nice for pen drawing or pencil drawing as well. So it's 110 GSM, there's 60 sheets in the book, and I get these from Big W. I think they were $4. So quite reasonably priced for 60 sheets of paper. Okay, so back to some beautiful mushrooms. I like the mushrooms. A little girl trying something different, getting better with my girl sketches. I was trying to draw some eyes and different sorts of eyes, different sorts of mouths and things to practice with. These few next ones are actually inspired by, I'll get the name of her right, Diane Reevely. I always get those two mucked up. Diane Reevely. She had some stamps sort of like this. And as again I said, I can't justify in Australia those stamps are $40. I just didn't know how often I'd use them, so I decided to take inspiration from her stamps and do some of my own drawings. Some of them are quite copied, but because I'm not actually selling my artwork, I don't believe I'm infringing on copyright or trademark or any of those interesting things. And often I will practice a few and then I'll interpret it into my own look. I love this one too. This is another one I love. I believe the timepieces were my own addition to that one. But I love how the eyes, I love this particular eye. Don't like the shape of the face. So bits of it I like and bits of it I don't like, so I may use it in collage. This was one of my own drawings. I just love that, except for the inside of the face. As I said, I'm getting better at faces. So some more, I love this one. That one just came out really nice, and this one here. Some of them do come out very nice, some of them don't. I love this sort of play on different things as well. So there's the full girl. So I decided to do saw someone on YouTube or on Facebook drawing some funny little chickens, so I thought I'd try those. Particularly like this one. So I just like to sit and sketch in front of the TV, or sometimes when I'm waiting for my daughter, I'll get out my sketchbook. Often go to Melbourne on the train, which is a 2-hour each-way journey, so I'll sit there. They get a bit interesting on the train because they're a bit more wiggly than I'd like, but we make it there. My daughter got a budgie, so I was trying to draw a budgie. Looks a bit more like a parrot, not happy with the head, but the next one I got the head right because it's a shorter, fatter head. So ideally I'd love to blow this up, enlarge this and put it onto a canvas for her and do some canvas painting. I want to do a bit more of that this year as well. I have all these things I want to do. We'll see how many. Try and do some decorative feathers. Not very happy with that one. Cute little owl. Got inspired from a book for that one. These next few are actually being inspired by a colouring book I bought. I don't buy the colouring books to colour in. I actually buy them to reproduce or practice drawing out of, and my daughter and I have been having fun with that. So these ones have come out of the Little Whimsy book. these ones as well. So just sitting there drawing. Don't know whether it's quite zentangling, but it's on that same sort of path. They're doing some trees. I quite like these trees. This one's quite nice. I'd love to turn some of these, when I get some more original designs, I'd love to turn some of them into stamps. This is beautiful. So I thought if I practice copying and then I get very good at it, I can then come up with my own ideas and I'll be right to make some stamps. So some smaller ones. This bird I love, isn't it beautiful? And the cute chicken. Don't like these eyes on the feathers. Sometimes I go and add stuff and then I regret it, but it's part of the learning process. I love this vine. Sorry. I love this cheeky owl. I think he's gorgeous. He's just very cute. Some of these take hours to do. You can see all the detailed work in here. It's taken me hours. But I enjoy doing it. A lot of them aren't done in one sitting. I will sometimes, I think this one started as these 5 main flowers, and then I did the outer petals, and then I decided to go and add the leaves, and then I decided to cross hatch the leaves. So I sort of build on them over several days, several months. Sometimes I'll come back and just decide to add some more in the background. Lady's dress, decide to do. This one's quite cute. This one's unfinished, but I may go back and finish it later. I may not. Sometimes I sort of lose interest and then put them aside. This one I'm not particularly happy with, the shape of the butterfly, but I probably will come back and just fiddle with the wings. Don't like the quite shape of that bird, so I abandoned that one, but I may go back and finish him off. So this is another one that I do need to go back and finish. I'm going to do all this cross hatching in the background of the leaves and different things. That one I have finished. That one's awesome. So I don't particularly know how I'm going to incorporate some of these into my journal pages. Maybe I'll do a big background. That was the idea of starting the sketchbooks. This is the second sketchbook. My first one is available on YouTube as well. The idea behind doing this was to incorporate it in my journal pages, but I'm finding the process just enjoyable. Lovely. And I'm going to start carrying this in my handbag with a packet of pens, and just when I've got spare time, just sit down and have a go. So there's a circle I've just filled in with all different sorts of things. These was around Halloween time, so I just started to draw some. This one around, it's a bit easier. So I tried to draw a Frankenstein, Dracula, and a skull and a little bat. I actually ended up photocopying these Halloween ones and using them on some pocket letters. So some more moons. I think these were copied off stickers. Not real happy with my ghost, and doing some different candies and experimenting with things. Some more Halloween tombstones. So I can build some scenes on cards. I never went and did anything with that for Halloween. Some more Halloween ones, some little cupcakes. These ones got photocopied and actually incorporated in some pocket letters. Oh, I love this. This is probably my favourite one in the book. This was actually inspired from one of my daughter's colouring books. She got one for her birthday, and this was in it. And I just love the shading and love how that looks. I just love that. This is a bit of a weird sketch I started, just adding things. I like this down here. So I'm also hoping, this one's unfinished. I will go back in and add more detail into the picture. I think this one actually I started to do this way. I was actually drawing this one when a movie was on, a cartoon my daughter and I was watching, Ice Age 2. And this reminds me of the whale. There was a big whale, or a big shark. No, there's a big whale in it. And this reminds me of the whale's teeth in the mouth. And these little birds are inspired from Diane Reevely's new stamps that are coming out. I love to do quirky little birds, so I thought I'd have a go at drawing my own. This is one of her faces on her stamps as well. I added in the zentangling on the hair. I'm unsure whether I want to actually go in and colour it in yet in black. I don't know. Not happy with the chin, and the nose and the mouth are out of proportion, but I like the eyes. This is another one. This is a series of houses. This I was going to draw on the top, but obviously I ran out of room, but I think I've now drawn it too big. So again, this is inspired by Diane Reevely with, she's got a new stamp coming out. I saw some sneak peeks at CHA on YouTube, and she had a person with a house on top. This is another one of her sort of inspired with the big eye, and I'm more happy with these lips. This was done on the train, so it's a bit wobbly. But I like this cross-hatching effect, but not solid. And I like how I solid. I don't think she had the eye solid. I solid it out, put solid in the eye. And that is it for this sketchbook. So there won't be another one of these for quite a few months, possibly not till 6 months' time, because they do take me probably 4 to 5 months to complete. I have bought another book, but I haven't done anything in it yet. So when I have another completed book, I will show you what I've done. But that's what I've been up to lately. So thank you for watching and coming along and seeing my sketches. After the last video, I did get a request for doing some sketching on video. So once my daughter returns to school, which is in a couple of days' time, I plan on trying to do some sketching on camera. So we'll see how that goes. As my film editing skills get a lot better, and I may even show you how I use the pictures for reference and different things. So you never know what I come up with in the next few days or the next few weeks. Thank you for taking time out of your day to have a look through my sketchbook, and I'll catch up with you again. Bye.